Hi guys, Sam here from Honey Source. Thought it was about time that I gave you guys a video and an introduction to me, who we are and what we do. Uh, I'm from Honey Source, as I said. We we aim to help new beekeepers, to help them build and establish their hives. That's our primary focus, mainly around nuke production and getting people set up. That's uh, that's our primary focus. We also do queen rearing and mentoring and honey sales and wax sales and everything else that goes with beekeeping. But our primary focus is the nuke production and helping new beekeepers find their feet and get a hang of what they're doing. Um, I started beekeeping when my first daughter was one. Um, she got a taste for honey. It was incredible. She was going through literally a 500-gram jar of honey every week, just hers. And she just couldn't get enough of it, which was great. It's natural, it's fresh, it's really good for her. But I didn't want to be buying the supermarket honey all the time. I used to make the joke, you're going to send dad to the poorhouse, with how much money we were actually spending on honey. And one day, I don't even know what brought it on, but I sat down and I crunched the numbers and I managed to find somewhere that sold a hive and managed to get rough expectations of costs to buy bees. Um, and I decided that I was going to buy a beehive because with the hypothetical amount of honey that I was expecting to make per year, mixed with I think at the time I allocated my um, my price to be at about $10 per kilo. Um, I averaged that out, figured out that I should have been able to pay off my equipment and my first hive in the first year. Um, oh boy, was I wrong. So, and yeah, that was it. Everybody used to joke and laugh, and when I said I'm getting a beehive, and they said, "Ah, yeah, yeah, no worries, whenever." Not expecting me to actually turn up one day with a beehive, and they all said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm keeping bees." Um, and that was it. I got started. While I was waiting for my bees, waiting for my hives, waiting for everything to arrive, I YouTubed everything. I watched YouTube until I was red in the eyes. Um, Before I'd even opened my first hive, I was well across it. I thought that I knew anything and everything to do with bees and beekeeping, and I then got my hive and got to open it for the first time. And I looked down at the 30,000 bees sitting in the box, looking back up at me, and I quickly realized I know nothing about bees. I did not know what I was doing, and every YouTube video that I ever watched quickly went out the window. So I reached out and tried to get a mentor. I tried to find a commercial beekeeper who I could go and do some free work for, who he could teach me some things. I tried to find a little guy, one of the local beekeepers, to see if they would teach me anything. And, I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and I failed. Every single person turned me down every single time, and it was really disheartening. In my first year, I took a real rookie mistake. I took too much honey and nearly killed my hive. In the second year, that hive never fully recovered, and I misdiagnosed when they had chalk brood, and I got another hive at the same time because I decided that I'd pick up swarms for free. Um, and I just didn't know enough. I did not know enough. So yeah, ever since I managed to get into commercially keeping bees, um, and I learned so much from my mentor. So much. It was real eye opening to see some of the real basic, real simple mistakes that I was making that would have made the world of difference to our apiary. Um, and that was it. Once I got in commercially, I was hooked. I was already pretty well taken by the bees, but You know, they did silly things like they swarmed on me, and then I had a nasty queen, and that hive would literally chase me all the way from the time that I got out of the car to the time that I got to the front fence of the farm. Um, you know, I really hated working that hive, and everybody's got a hive like that, or at least they have had in the past, and just with a real, just a little bit of guidance, I could have easily rectified that situation. Um, yeah, so to bring it all back is we're here to help the new beekeeper. We want to help share our experiences, take you through what we do on a yearly basis. Um, you know, share what we have to share. Um, so that hopefully we can help out some people and actually make a difference if you're struggling beekeeping, or even for the experienced beekeeper. You know, there's an old saying in beekeeping is that you ask 10 different beekeepers the same question and you get 15 answers. It's there's so many different ways of doing things, and even if you're experienced, we may have something that you just haven't seen or heard of before. um, you know, we're very much into trying new things, trying different things. Just because it works for me doesn't mean it'll work for you, but and vice versa. Just because it works for you doesn't mean it works for us. Beekeeping is so localized, so specialized, and unique to your area. You know, you can go 10 kilometers down the road and have things completely different. We may have no honey flow. 10 kilometers down the road, there may be a record breaking honey flow. It's so hard to predict, and it's so localized and specialized to your area. So, yeah, I just thought I'd make the video, I'd put it out there. You know, I've avoided the camera for a long time because a lot of people will tell you I can talk the leg off a bar stool, but yeah, cameras, I'm gonna have to get used to it, so please be patient, please be kind. If you feel like we could be for you, please hit the subscribe button, push the bell notification so that you will be notified when we post new videos. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some tips, some tricks, something that you may just want to try, something that you may want us to try. You know, if anybody has any questions, any queries, anything that they want to explain, please put it in the comments. You know, we're more than happy to develop content for what people actually want to see, and what people need to see. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for taking the time, and I will see you next time. Bye.